The series opens in the dead of night as a young girl rides her bicycle quietly through an empty street. The silence suddenly shattered when she witnesses a woman falling from a tall building, crashing onto a parked car below as her life ends instantly. And at that very moment, a second body follows, an older man hitting the ground and dying just as brutally, leaving the girl frozen in shock, unable to comprehend what she has just seen. Meanwhile, a young man appears standing on the balcony from which both bodies fell, and his name is Sergio, later revealed to be the son of the man and woman who just lost their lives, and it quickly becomes clear that he is the one who threw them from above. As soon as this truth settles in, Sergio walks calmly through the apartment, a place soaked in blood with shattered glass scattered across the floor, moving slowly from room to room until he finally reaches his sister Noah's bedroom, where she is sitting on the floor, terrified and shaking. At that moment, Sergio kneels down, holds her tightly, and quietly tells her that everything is over now. Eventually, Sergio is imprisoned for what he did, yet throughout the investigation and trial, he completely refuses to explain the motive behind his actions. 6 years pass inside the prison walls, and one day, while Sergio is jogging during exercise time, he is suddenly approached by an officer who informs him that a judge has ordered his release 9 months earlier than scheduled. However, this decision comes as a result of Sergio's strict discipline during his sentence, along with his commitment to work inside the prison, which ultimately leads the judge to reduce his punishment. Later on, Sergio returns to his cell and begins packing his belongings, and shortly after, his lawyer arrives to confirm everything the officer told him. She explains that this will be a period of conditional release, during which a priest named Nathaniel has been assigned to stay close to him and help prepare him to return to normal life. She then hands Sergio a phone that will be used solely for communication with the priest, making it clear that the device only receives calls, since Sergio is forbidden from contacting anyone himself. While going over the conditions, she also informs him that he has been allowed to return to his parents' house, especially since it has now officially become his legal property. In the end, she asks Sergio to sign the documents agreeing to all the terms, and although he remains completely silent, his silence is taken as consent and he is made to sign the papers. It is revealed that from the moment Sergio entered prison, he completely refused to speak, except for a few rare occasions when he chose to talk to very specific people. Later on, his lawyer fits him with an ankle device, explaining that it is a tracking monitor and that he is required to wear it throughout the entire period of his conditional release. On the way home, Sergio begins to sense that someone is following him, and at that moment, he decides to test it, pretending he is about to take the subway. As soon as the man steps onto the train behind him, Sergio suddenly steps back off before it moves, successfully slipping away and leaving the man behind, then continuing his journey until he finally reaches the house. Meanwhile, in another location, we meet a psychiatrist named Anna, seated with her team in a control room filled with multiple screens, all of them monitoring Sergio in real time, whether inside his home or at the entrance of his building. Anna explains that they also have authorization to access any street camera if Sergio leaves the area and needs to be tracked. At that moment, she begins briefing her team, stating that their primary mission is to assess Sergio's psychological state, evaluate the potential danger he may pose, and push him to confront his past while learning how to control himself. Anna adds that Sergio is extremely intelligent, pointing out that his mother, Blanca, was a psychiatrist herself, and she always knew how gifted her son was, which is why she invested heavily in his education. Later on, the man who had been following Sergio returns to the team, and we learn that he is one of them, named Mikel. Anna continues by revealing that a heart rate monitor has been integrated into Sergio's tracking device, allowing them to detect any moment of stress, anger, or emotional disturbance. She then shows the team a video from the past when the police asked Sergio to reenact the crime he committed, only for him to refuse entirely. Eventually, the investigators gathered all the physical evidence and fingerprints from the scene, then began reconstructing the crime on their own. Because Sergio refused to cooperate, their assumptions were treated as fact, and the crime was officially pinned on him. According to their reconstruction, Sergio's mother became upset when he returned home late, which escalated into a heated argument. At that moment, Sergio allegedly grabbed a knife and tried to kill her, chasing her until she reached the balcony, where she fell to her death. And as soon as his father arrived after hearing the commotion, Sergio threw him from the balcony as well. While Anna is still briefing her team, an officer named Cabrera arrives, and it becomes clear that he has been sent to oversee their operation, especially Anna's work. From the first moment, his presence feels intrusive, and although Anna clearly resents him, she has no choice but to accept it, even as it becomes obvious that Cabrera does not fully trust her judgment. Meanwhile, the team continues monitoring Sergio and watches as he searches through his father's desk, eventually finding a specific bottle of medication. As soon as he recognizes it, his expression shifts, anger taking over, and he immediately smashes the bottle, Shortly after, Sergio retreats to his room to sleep. Yet, before the night fully settles, he receives a visit from Father Nathaniel. It is revealed that Nathaniel specializes in working with addicts and former inmates recently released from prison. After greeting Sergio, he takes him along to work. On the way, Nathaniel pulls out a brand new phone and hands it to Sergio, explaining that he can use it if he ever needs to contact someone. At that moment, Sergio turns the phone on and sends a message to a woman named Marta, asking her to meet him at 4 o'clock. Meanwhile, Marta is at her job in a shopping mall, and as soon as she sees the message, she becomes visibly tense. At the same time, Mikel is keeping an eye on Sergio and the priest. However, traffic slows him down, and he eventually loses sight of them. Soon after, Sergio and Nathaniel arrive at the workplace, where Nathaniel introduces them to his wife, Sylvia. She gives Sergio a quick tour of the place, then brings Nathaniel along to explain the nature of the work he will be doing. It becomes clear that Sergio is required to see what happened inside. Meanwhile, Marta meets her boyfriend Inigo, who left work early to take her out to lunch. Marta apologizes, makes up an excuse about attending a friend's birthday, then heads back home instead. Once there, she pulls out a phone number she had been hiding, and shortly after, she goes to wait for Sergio outside his building. As soon as Sergio returns home and sees her, he approaches to speak with her. Anna watches the encounter through the cameras, unable to hear a single word of their conversation. At that moment, Marta hands Sergio the number and walks away immediately. Anna quickly orders her team to investigate Marta and instructs Mikel to keep her under surveillance. Sergio heads upstairs, then calls the number he was given, but no one answers. He sends a message instead, introducing himself as Sergio. Meanwhile, Greta, Anna's personal assistant, zooms in through the camera feed and manages to capture the number clearly, prompting the team to investigate it as well. Within a short time, they uncover extensive information about Marta. She is 22 years old, in a relationship with Inigo, yet at the same time, she has been one of Sergio's admirers, regularly visiting him in prison. They also discover that the phone number actually belongs to Noah, Sergio's sister. It becomes clear that Sergio has had no contact with his sister since the day he was imprisoned and knows nothing about her life, which raises even more questions about Marta's connection to Noah and how she obtained her number. Determined to find answers herself, Anna decides to confront Marta directly. She goes to the shopping mall where Marta works, pretending to be a customer looking for clothes. Then, without hesitation, Anna reveals that she knows everything about Marta's relationship with Sergio. She takes her to the surveillance room and explains that many people feel drawn to criminals, describing it as a well-known psychological phenomenon. Marta responds calmly, stating that she loves Inigo, heading to visit Sergio at his house. Sergio welcomes her inside and the two begin talking. It is revealed that Marta used to visit the family years ago to teach Noah music, which is why Sergio agreed to see her in prison and why she becomes the first person he speaks to after his release, driven by his need to find out where his sister is. Suddenly, Sergio pulls out the knife he carries and lashes out at Marta, furious that she gave him the wrong number. Terrified, Marta insists that the number really belongs to Noah and that she had been communicating with her through it until recently. Ana and Cabrera watch everything unfold in real time, fearing that Marta might be killed as well. As a result, Cabrera calls the police and orders them to prepare for a forced entry as soon as he gives the signal. Ana, however, remains convinced that Sergio will not hurt her. At that moment, Sergio's vital signs spike sharply, leading them to believe he is enraged. However, moments later, Sergio pulls out Noah's phone, which he had hidden somewhere in the house, explaining that his sister loved recording everything around her. That revelation eases the tension, and Ana and Cabrera finally relax, prompting Cabrera to order his units to stand down. Sergio then shows Marta a video on the phone, footage of him and Noah together at the beach. It becomes painfully clear how deeply Sergio loves his sister. Watching the video, visibly emotional, he admits that Noah was the only person who never saw him as a bad person. He begs Marta to help him find her. While they are talking, Marta receives a call from Inigo. She lies, claiming it is her mother calling, and decides to leave. The next day, Sergio arrives at work, where Father Nathaniel starts talking to him, saying that he will never find peace until he apologizes to everyone he has hurt. Sergio responds that his grandfather, grandmother, and aunt have all refused to speak to him since what happened. However, the priest encourages him to meet them anyway and offer an apology, even if they choose not to accept it. Sergio decides to follow the advice and goes to confront his aunt, offering an apology for everything that happened. However, she refuses to listen, shuts him down completely, and even denies him the chance to see his grandparents, threatening to call the police if he does not leave immediately. Desperate, Sergio begs her to tell him where Noah is, yet she insists that she has no information about her since the tragedy. It is then revealed that Noah is not Sergio's biological sister at all, but a child his parents adopted when she was very young. And later, after the incident, another family legally adopted Noah and took her in. Meanwhile, Anna visits Marta at work, where Marta admits that she has been frightened by Sergio's behavior and wants to distance herself from him. Anna reassures her, promising that they will never allow Sergio to hurt her, then asks her to meet him again and secretly copy everything stored on Noah's phone, explaining that the videos on it could be crucial to understanding what really happened. After a long discussion and clear hesitation, Marta finally agrees. Later on, Marta goes to meet her boyfriend. It becomes clear that Inigo is watching her. When he sees her enter Sergio's building, his anger grows, and his desire for revenge becomes obvious. Marta arrives at Sergio's apartment and apologizes for not telling him about her relationship with Inigo. Strangely enough, Sergio forgives her immediately. Moments later, he leaves her alone and goes into another room. Marta seizes the opportunity and starts searching for the videos. Suddenly, Sergio catches her going through his belongings. Terrified, she explains that she was looking for Noah's phone out of curiosity, wanting to watch the rest of the videos. Sergio believes her, pulls the phone from his pocket, and hands it over. The two of them begin watching the videos together. While they are absorbed in the footage, Sergio receives a call from Inigo, who is standing outside the building. He demands that Sergio come down to talk, threatening to burn the house down if he refuses. After a brief pause, Sergio agrees to go downstairs, leaving Marta sitting alone inside the apartment. At that moment, Marta receives a call from Anna, ordering her to seize the opportunity and steal the videos immediately. Meanwhile, it becomes clear that Inigo has brought his friends with him, planning to take revenge on Sergio and beat him. Anna watches everything unfold through the surveillance feeds and instantly alerts the police. As soon as Inigo and his friends hear the sound of approaching police sirens, they flee without hesitation, leaving Sergio lying unconscious on the ground. That night, Anna stays awake, watching the stolen videos one by one. In one of them, she sees Sergio's mother arguing fiercely with him, blaming him for the constant trouble he causes the family because of his uncontrollable anger. In the same footage, Anna notices a bottle of medication placed beside Sergio. The sight unsettles her, especially since none of Sergio's official reports mention that he was taking any medication at all. Suddenly, the video cuts out. The next day, Sergio leaves his house on his way to work. Along the way, he steps into a supermarket to buy a few items, only to find the police waiting for him. They arrest him on the spot. It is revealed that Inigo filed a report accusing Sergio of attacking him and his friends. Given Sergio's history and his reputation for violent outbursts, the police take Inigo's word without hesitation. Soon after, Mikel and Greta rush into Anna's office to inform her of what happened. It becomes clear that Anna has been living almost entirely inside her office, rarely, if ever, going home. She hands the corrupted video file to Mikel and asks act. Anna goes to meet one of the prison officials responsible for Sergio's case. She hands her the video that clearly shows Inigo and his friends attacking Sergio and asks her to pass it on to the judge. However, the official refuses. She reminds Anna of their agreement. The entire surveillance operation is classified, designed only to observe Sergio's behavior, nothing more. Even if the judge is aware of the experiment, that does not mean he will intervene to help Sergio. From the beginning, it was agreed that if anything went wrong, Anna alone would bear the responsibility. Anna leaves the meeting devastated, carrying clear evidence of Sergio's innocence, yet powerless to use it to save him. Marta goes to confront Inigo, and the argument Anna is not convinced. She tells Cabrera that she has discovered Sergio was taking a specific medication that was never mentioned in the official investigation, and she is certain that this missing detail will eventually lead them to the truth. The next day, Marta arrives at work and is shocked to find messages flooding her phone from friends who now all know about her connection to Sergio. She immediately realizes that Inigo is the one who exposed her, and the realization hurts deeply. Meanwhile, Inigo goes to visit Marta's mother, telling her that her daughter is involved with Sergio and asking her to intervene and convince Marta to stay away from him. At the same time, Anna goes to the prison where Sergio is being held and confirms with the supervisors that he is not receiving any medication at all. As she prepares to leave, she suddenly witnesses Sergio getting into a violent confrontation with one of the guards. It quickly becomes clear that the guard deliberately provoked him. Yet despite that, the supervisors rush in, force Sergio to the ground, and try to restrain him. Anna notices immediately that Sergio is struggling to breathe properly. She kneels beside him and begins calming him down herself, speaking to him with words she somehow knows will reach him, as if she has understood him for a long time. Once he finally settles, the guards take him away and return him to his cell. Soon after, Anna learns from her assistant, Greta, that Charlie was indeed killed after leaving prison, but further investigation revealed that the murderer was someone Charlie owed money to and never repaid. With that truth confirmed, Anna makes a decision. Determined to help Sergio in her own way, she instructs Mikel to anonymously send the real video of the fight to Father Nathaniel, using an untraceable number. Nathaniel is relieved when he receives the video, immediately realizing its value, and decides to use it to get Sergio out of prison. He goes straight to confront Inigo, bringing a group of young men with him. Calm but threatening, Nathaniel makes it clear that if Inigo does not drop the charges, he will let the men beat him. and at the same time submit the real video to the police. Faced with no real choice, Inigo is forced to Marta, but she does not answer. Instead, she sends a message saying she is with her mother. Enraged, Sergio decides to wait. Moments later, Marta steps out of the car, startled to find Sergio standing there. She admits that she was with Inigo and says she was afraid to tell him because she did not want to upset him. She reassures him that her relationship with Inigo is over. However, Sergio refuses to believe her. Without another word, he turns and walks away, leaving her behind. Meanwhile, Mikel finally manages to repair the corrupted video, and Ana begins watching it closely. She sees Sergio furious, arguing with his mother, yet something feels deeply unsettling. His mother deliberately provokes him, pushing him further, mocking him for constantly causing trouble everywhere he goes. Sergio struggles desperately to control his anger until his body suddenly gives out. He collapses to the floor, convulsing violently, then loses consciousness. Throughout it all, his mother is holding a recorder, calmly documenting every observation. In that moment, the truth becomes clear. She was experimenting on him with a specific medication, recording the results step by step. Soon after, Cabrera asks to meet Mikel privately. He offers him a bribe in exchange for deleting every single video Ana managed to obtain. It is then revealed that the mysterious man Cabrera has been meeting is the owner of the laboratory where Sergio's mother used to develop medications. That connection explains everything and why they are willing to do anything to bury the truth. Cabrera does not share any of these details with Mikel, yet the moment Mikel sees the money, he agrees without hesitation. That night, Marta goes to visit Sergio at his house and apologizes for lying to him when she was with Inigo. She reassures him that they have completely broken up, and Sergio believes her. Slowly, he begins to open up, telling her about himself, insisting that he is not the criminal everyone thinks he is. He explains that his mother never truly loved him, that she used to torture him emotionally and lock him inside the house. And as he speaks, Marta feels genuine sympathy for him. The next day, Sergio heads out on his way to work, and as usual, Mikel is tailing him. It's clear that Ana herself was one of Blanca's students and knew her very well. Ana asks the doctor if he knows anything about the medication Blanca was giving her son. He confirms that Blanca did speak to him about it. He explains that Sergio's father was working with a pharmaceutical laboratory, and Blanca collaborated with them, secretly testing one of their drugs on her own son to control his violent anger episodes. The doctor adds that after Blanca's death, he collected all the documents and files from her office and sealed them inside a box. He then allows Ana to take the box, hoping it might help her uncover the truth. Ana returns to her office and begins going through the contents. She finds audio recordings in Blanca's voice, documenting the drug's effects on Sergio's condition. Blanca admits in the recordings that the medication did help Sergio control his anger, but only to a limited degree. Ana also discovers photographs of Sergio inside his bedroom, all taken from a very specific angle. She tries to figure out who could have been taking them, yet nothing makes sense. Determined to find answers, she decides to go to Sergio's apartment herself. After an extensive search, Ana uncovers a hidden compartment inside Sergio's room. Inside it, she finds Blanca's private office. From that concealed space, Blanca was able to observe her son without being seen, watching him constantly, recording his behavior, filming him, and storing boxes of medication. Ana gathers all the evidence into a single box. Just as she is about to leave, she is startled to realize that Sergio has arrived home. With no time to escape, Ana hides inside the secret compartment, holding her breath as she waits for him to leave. At that moment, the cameras come back online, and Greta sees everything unfolding in real time. Panic grips her as she fears Sergio might discover Ana and kill her. Shortly after, Sergio receives a call from Nathaniel and heads downstairs to meet him. Ana seizes the opportunity and escapes unnoticed. Ana finally goes home, where her husband, Benitez, greets her with clear frustration. He confronts her about being absent for so long, about never answering her phone, and his anger deepens when he reminds her that it was their daughter's birthday, and Ana missed the celebration entirely. In the middle of their tense conversation, the girl walks in to greet her mother, and in that moment, the truth is revealed. The girl is Noah, Sergio's sister. We learn that after everything that happened, Ana and Benitez adopted her and raised her as their own. The next morning, Ana receives a call from Greta, who tells her that Sergio never showed up for work and also missed his mandatory evaluation at the police station. It becomes clear that if this behavior continues, Sergio will be sent back to prison. Ana says she will take the day off and asks Greta to keep monitoring him until she returns. Benitez and Noah wake up, and Ana suggests they spend the desert. We learn that Ana was the one who convinced Benitez to adopt Noah in the first place, and now she is trying to convince him that Noah should finally meet her brother. Benitez refuses completely, driven by fear for Noah's safety. Then, in a devastating moment, Benitez shocks Ana by saying they should separate. He believes Ana cares about nothing but her work, and worse, he has noticed that she is emotionally drawn to Sergio, even if she refuses to admit those feelings to anyone around her. Ana denies everything he accuses her of, but Benitez calmly reveals that he knows the truth. He knows she used to send letters to Sergio while he was in prison, pretending to be a girl named Christine. Benitez then tells her that he is taking Noah away for 4 days, giving Ana time to pack her things and leave the house. Meanwhile, Sergio goes back to his workplace, removes the ankle monitoring device from his leg, and throws it to the ground. Shortly after, he confronts one of the female workers and confirms his suspicions that Nathaniel has been exploiting her to serve his own interests. While they are talking, Nathaniel suddenly appears. In a burst of rage and fear, the girl grabs a farming tool and strikes Nathaniel on the head. Sergio moves in, ready to finish him off, but Sylvia arrives just in time and stops him. It becomes clear that Sylvia has always known everything Nathaniel was doing. She warns Sergio that the police will surely be on their way now that he removed the tracking device, and urges him to run. The moment Sergio leaves, Sylvia picks up another tool, and together with the girl, they continue beating Nathaniel until his life ends. Sergio manages to escape to a remote place, but before disappearing completely, he desperately wants to contact his sister Noah. He keeps calling her, yet she is busy at the school concert and does not answer. Finally, he sends her a message asking to meet. Unknown to him, Ana has hacked her daughter's phone, which allows Sergio's message to reach her instead. Without telling anyone, Ana leaves the concert and walks away. Sergio returns home to pack his belongings, anxiously waiting for a response from Noah. Moments later, he is stunned when Ana shows up at his door. She introduces herself and reveals that she is Noah's real mother. She tells him that she is willing to help him see his sister, carefully avoiding any mention of the fact that she has been monitoring him. Mikkel and Greta watch the entire encounter through the surveillance cameras, confused and unable to understand why Ana would do this. Ana sits with Sergio and explains that she was one of his mother's students. Sergio refuses to believe her. To prove it, Ana takes out her phone and calls her daughter, finally confirming that everything she has said is true. At that moment, Benitez and Noah return home. By sheer coincidence, Benitez walks past Noah's phone, sees it ringing, and decides to answer it himself. He refuses to put his daughter in danger, shuts the call down, and makes it clear that he will not allow her to see Sergio or even speak to him. Meanwhile, Nathaniel's body is discovered, and Sergio immediately becomes the prime suspect, especially after his ankle monitor is found discarded near the scene. With that evidence, the police begin moving towards Sergio's house. At the same time, Noah overhears part of the phone conversation between her parents and realizes what is happening. She desperately wants to go see her brother, but Benitez firmly stops her. Soon after, Benitez receives a call from Greta, who pleads with him to let Noah meet Sergio. She warns him that if this does not happen, Ana's life could be in danger, and Sergio might lose control and kill her. Back at the apartment, Sergio begins to unravel. His nerves are shot, and he starts to fear that Ana is deceiving him and will never truly let him see his sister. Ana tries to calm him down, and to earn his trust, she finally tells him the truth. She studied his case deeply and discovered that his mother had been experimenting on him with medication. To prove it, she takes him to the hidden room, showing him the secret space where his mother observed and recorded him. Moments later, Marta arrives, having come to apologize for ignoring his calls. She freezes when she sees Ana inside the apartment. Realizing what is happening, Marta decides to expose everything. She tells Sergio that Ana has been spying on him inside his own home, then points directly at the hidden cameras to prove it. The revelation shatters Sergio completely. Overwhelmed, he spirals out of control and begins smashing the cameras one by one, blinded by rage and betrayal. Shortly after, Inigo arrives, having followed Marta. Fearing for her safety, he tries to pull her away from Sergio. A violent fight erupts between the two men, and Sergio nearly kills Inigo. At the last second, Ana manages to calm him down, reminding him that if he goes any further, he will never get to see Noah. Marta then takes Inigo and leaves. Inigo tries to apologize for everything he has done, but Marta refuses to forgive him. At the same time, Mikkel finally makes a choice. He reports Cabrera and everything he has been doing, confessing that Cabrera bribed him to obtain the videos and erase any evidence that could expose the pharmaceutical company. Noah finally manages to convince her father to let her meet Sergio, and the two of them head to the surveillance center to follow what is happening through the cameras there. On the screens, they watch Sergio sitting with Ana as he finally decides to confess the truth about what really happened on the day of the incident. Sergio explains that he was once a completely normal person, but his mother had been experimenting on him with a series of medications to observe their effects firsthand, keeping him locked inside the house most of the time. One day, he discovered that she intended to test the same drugs on Noah. Terrified for his sister, Sergio felt he had no choice but to react. That day, he told his father everything. As soon as his father found out, a violent argument broke out between him and Blanca. During the struggle, Blanca fell from the balcony and died. Overcome with guilt, the father then chose to throw himself as well. Sergio admits that he never told the police this version of events because he was certain no one would believe him. Anna is deeply moved by his confession. She sympathizes with him, relieved and happy to believe that he is innocent. She steps closer, embraces him, and tells him that she understands his pain more than anyone because her own mother never truly loved her either. Although her mother used to boast about her in public, Anna never felt genuine affection from her. She goes on to admit that she has always felt like an outsider, even among people she knows well. Then, in a moment of raw honesty, Anna confesses that she loves Sergio and could never harm him. Meanwhile, Noah decides to go to them and finally see her brother. Sergio lights up when he sees her and rushes forward to hug her. Noah stops in front of him, her expression steady and knowing. She understands that everything he just said is a lie. It is revealed that on the day of the incident, Noah witnessed everything herself. The truth is far darker. Blanca was not exploiting Sergio for experiments the way he claimed. Sergio genuinely suffered from severe, uncontrollable anger episodes, and his mother gave him medication to calm him and keep those episodes under control. That day, Sergio refused to take his medication, convinced that his mother was trying to kill him with it. Without the drug, he completely lost control. He chased his mother with the sharp object he was holding until he threw her from the balcony. When his father heard the commotion and rushed in to see what was happening, Sergio threw him off as well. In that moment, Noah witnessed everything unfold. Overwhelmed by fear, she ran to her room and hid, shaking, until sometime later when Sergio came looking for her, holding her tightly until the police finally arrived. The truth becomes undeniable. Sergio was never an innocent victim. He truly murdered both his mother and his father. Anna's judgment was wrong from the very beginning, clouded by nothing more than sympathy and emotional projection. Noah desperately wants to take Anna and leave before Sergio hurts them both, but Anna refuses to abandon him. She tells Noah to go back to her father, insisting she will stay. Anna remains with Sergio, who is completely broken by everything that has come to light, and she keeps trying to calm him down, refusing to let go. Meanwhile, the police arrive at the scene and arrest Cabrera for everything he has done. They begin carefully planning how to breach Sergio's apartment without alerting him, terrified for Anna's safety. Inside the apartment, Sergio spirals into a violent rage. The weight of the truth crushes him, and he becomes convinced that Anna was only using him all along. In his twisted mind, betrayal replaces trust. Without a single word, Sergio grabs Anna by the hands and drags her toward the balcony. There is no warning, no hesitation. In one final, horrifying moment, he throws her over the edge. Anna falls, and her life ends instantly.